Hello dear students and welcome back to our channel GDC Classes English. In today's video, we are going to start a new series, that is the Master Stroke series, especially for Tamilnadu Pharmacist students, those who are going to appear the MRB Pharmacist 2025 examinations. So these MCQ series, we will going to cover 8,000 plus MCQs. That is a most abundant range of the MCQs that will cover your complete syllabus. Each and every single topic, each and every single line is covered in these MCQ series. So please share to your friends as much as you can and just be a part of this series. In this class today is the second lecture, that is the Human Anatomy and Physiology, and the topic is Introduction, Cell and Tissue, the most basic topics. Clear? So let's start the series with our first question, that is the powerhouse of cell is, as you know, our cell contains many cellular organelles like Golgi bodies, mitochondria, ribosomes and nucleus. But powerhouse of cell is the cell which is producing ATP, which gives the energy to the particular cell. So Golgi bodies is what? The function of Golgi bodies is to pack the proteins, to transport it or to sort the types of proteins. Next we have mitochondria. The function of mitochondria is to produce the ATP, that is the power, that is the energy. Next we have the ribosomes. This is responsible for the synthesis of proteins in your cell. Next we have the nucleus, that is the genetic material of your cell. So if we can say the another name of Golgi bodies is the post office of the cell. Clear? Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of cell. Ribosomes is known as the factory of protein, या protein factories. Nucleus is known as the brain of the cell. So from here you can understand the powerhouse of cell is your mitochondria. Clear? Okay. Next question. Glycolysis occurs in. Glycolysis is a type of cycle and we study three different types of cycles. One is glycolysis, second is your Krebs cycle or known as citric acid cycle, third is your electron transport chain cycle. So glycolysis is the process of a conversion of a sugar unit into a ATP. So first of all, glycolysis occurs in your cytoplasm. That means the cytoplasm of a cell, the glycolysis cycles takes place over there. Next, the Krebs cycle. After the completion of glycolysis cycles, the Krebs cycle is started and the Krebs cycle takes place in the matrix of your mitochondria. Where? In the matrix of your mitochondria. Next, we have the next cycle, which combines both the glycolysis and the Krebs cycle, containing all the produced GTP, NADPH are combined and those molecules are now converted into the energy form, and those are converted by using the electron transport chain cycle, and this electron transport chain cycle takes place in the lining of your mitochondria. In the inner lining of your mitochondria, the electron transport cycle takes place. Clear? This is your mitochondria, this is the cristae and this is the matrix. So here your Krebs cycle takes place and in the lining, inner lining, you can say your electron transport chain cycle takes place. Clear? So from here you can understand the three different questions. Okay? So the correct answer will be your cytoplasm. Okay? Clear. Now the next question. Okay, first of all let me know and let me inform you about the free test series which are provided by GDC on your GDC Classes app, only on your batches section, especially for the MRB Pharmacist students 2025. For this you need to install the GDC Classes app, and after installing GDC Classes app you can click on the batches section. After clicking on batches section you will get a plus sign. From there you need to enter a batch code, that is MRB25. Write the batch code in a correct form in a small letters, and the 25 there should be no spacing. After clicking on the OK, between the 24 hours your request will be accepted and you will be accessible for the free test which is provided by GDC only on GDC Classes app. That is free of cost without investing any single penny. Clear? Okay. Next question. during the cell division, dash is produced. Now, during the cell division is a process where your nucleus is divided into two parts, your cell cytoplasm is divided into two parts, forming two daughter cells or four daughter cells. Clear? So, first of all, cell division, let's see the options, that is white blood cells. So, during the cell division, the formation of white blood cell doesn't take place, only the deoxyribose nucleic acid, that is the formation of DNA, takes place. Yes, from the mother DNA, there is the formation of two different separate DNA molecules. Clear? So, that is the process which is taken between your cell division. So, the correct answer will be your deoxyribose nucleic acid. Okay. Next question. Nuclear envelope reappears at, okay. Now, these are the phases of your cell division, that is metaphase, anaphase, cytokines and your telophase, and our first one is the prophase. So, from this you can understand, from M, you can understand the middle. I am just telling you a small trick how you can understand the different phases of a cell and the process which takes place over there on that particular phase. So, this is the middle, that means your chromosomes comes in the center of the cell. This is the function that is taking place over your metaphase. Next we have anaphase. From this A or from this ana, you can understand the division of, that means from A you can understand the apart, that means this chromosomes which is in the center of the cell now will bifurcate or divide itself into two different separate chromosomes. That means the different chromosomes are now developed and is moved aside, that is moved aside of the cell. Clear? This is your anaphase. Next we have the telophase. From this T you can understand termination. From this T you can understand the termination. What is this termination? Terminations means now these separate two chromosomes will develop as a complete DNA that will terminate itself from the mother cells. What will happen? These chromosomes, these two different chromosomes will develop the complete nuclear membrane around them and will form a particular genetic material, two different genetic materials or four different genetic materials, and now there will be the less visibility of your chromosomes. So, this is the thing that happens in your telophase. Next we have cytokines. What is cytokines? From C you can understand the cytoplasm. From this C you can understand cytoplasm. That means after the division of this nucleic acid or the chromosomes, now the cytoplasm will also divide into two or four parts according to the daughter cells. Clear? So, this is the final stage of your particular cell division. So, now the question is, nuclear envelope reappears because at the prophase, first of all the nuclear envelope disappears and the chromosomes starts coming into the middle of the cell. After this there is a distribution of the chromosomes into two chromosomes and it moves aside. After that, this from here, after the complete separation of chromosomes, the nuclear envelope will reappear at a telophase because it has to form two different daughter cells. So, what will be the correct answer? That is the telophase. I am explaining the questions in such a detail so that further if the questions can be asked regarding the anaphase or the cytokines, you have the point that anaphase is the phase where your chromosomes sets apart from the center and it divides into two chromosomes. So, likewise we can prepare four different questions. Clear? Okay. Now, the next question. Longest cell in human body are, longest cell is your nerve cell. Longest cell, it is said that the nerves of a human body is such a long that it can cover a whole world twice. Clear? So, you can understand how much the nerve cell is spreaded through our body in a particular, each and particular area of your body is covered with the nerves which transmits the signals as well as the blood. Clear? Bone cell is limited from the head to toe. You can visibly see your bone cells. Leg muscles is up to your leg and heart muscles is up to your heart. Correct answer is nerve cell. Okay. The modifying, sorting and packaging of proteins for secretion in cell is carried out by modifying, sorting and packing of the proteins is the function of your Golgi bodies. Your ribosomes produce the protein part. Your endoplasmic reticulum produces lipid as well as protein. Now, after the production of these protein and lipids, the glycolipid, your Golgi bodies has the function that it will sort the good proteins and good lipids. It will pack them in a sac-like structure and it will transport it from one cell to another cell. Clear? Lysosome is known as the suicidal bags. Ribosomes is known as the power factory, or you can say protein factory. RNA is your genetic material. Clear? So, what will be correct answer? Your Golgi bodies. Clear? Next question. Folding of inner membrane of mitochondria are called the inner membrane. Okay, I have just told you at I think the first question. This is your mitochondria. This folding is known as the cristae. This is your matrix and this is your lining of your mitochondria. Clear? It is double membrane. So, this is inner lining and this is the outer lining. So, the folding of inner membrane is your cristae. The correct answer is cristae. Clear? Okay. Now, the next question. Site of degeneration of unneeded, damaged or faulty proteins is, okay, site of degeneration, that means your proteins which are the body which doesn't have the use of the particular proteins, or that protein has some fault, that should be degraded, because if it's in your cell then that will be accumulated and will cause the edema or something else, other disorders causing problems can arise from that accumulation of your particular proteins, undamaged proteins. Okay. So, lysosomes is known as the suicidal bags of cells. The function of lysosome is to destroy its own particular cell materials. That's why it is known as the suicidal bags of your cell. Clear? Okay. Correct answer is your lysosomes, because its the function is to break down digestion of macromolecules like carbohydrate, lipid, protein and your nucleic acid. Clear? Next question. Cells are enclosed by a plasma membrane composed mainly of cells are enclosed by a plasma membrane. That means the outer covering of your cell. This is your cell, this is your nucleus and the outer covering is your plasma membrane. So, these plasma membranes are made up of lipids as well as your proteins. It contains the biphospholipid layer. It contains the protein section as well as the lipid section. Clear? So, what will be the correct answer? That is lipids and proteins. Okay. Next question. Which of the following organelles is a semi-autonomous? Semi-autonomous means the half of the work the particular organelles can do it by itself. So, lysosomes and nucleus requires energy. Clear? Mitochondria and chloroplast. Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of cell. It contains its own DNA as well as it contains its own power, ATP. So, the mitochondria doesn't need anyone's help. Next is your chloroplast. This is also responsible for the photosynthesis in plants and it's also able to produce or to perform its own functions. So, that's why these two organelles are the semi-autonomous. Clear? So, the correct answer is your mitochondria and chloroplast. Clear? Next question. Okay, if you need an amazing and the pinpoint study material, because there is no time to search for different books containing your particular based on your latest syllabus study materials or the concepts, there is only one book, that is the MRB Pharmacist books provided by GDC Classes app. There we have the theory book as well as we have also the objective book based upon the latest syllabus of MRB Pharmacist syllabus. Clear? Next we have the online test series in which you will get 200 plus premium tests as well as 35 mini tests which will help you to analyze or to evaluate yourself topic wise as well as subject wise. Next we have the Tamilnadu live classes, in which we will complete your complete syllabus according to your latest syllabus. We will provide the pre-recorded video lectures, online test series, 160 plus previous year papers. That wise it can be of central level, it can be of state level. Next we have the e-notes. Clear? So these are the special features which is helpful for the preparation of your pharmacist examination. So go and check it out about these courses only on GDC Classes app. Next we have the study of structure and the function of cell is known as the cytology. From C you can understand the cell, and from logy you can understand the study of. So if you have to study anything about cell, that is about its structure, about its function, so that is known as the cytology. Myology is the study of the muscles. Pathology is the study of the generation of different diseases. Histology is the study of your tissues. So correct answer will be your cytology. Clear? Next question. The study of the blood is, okay, hematology. Hem means blood, logy means study. So study of blood is hematology. Pulmonology. Pulmo word is used for the lungs. So study of lungs is known as pulmonology. Cardiology. Cardio means your heart. So study of heart is known as your cardiology. Osteology. Osteon is the basic cells from which the other bone cells divide or generate. That means the study of bones is known as the osteology. Clear? So according to the question, study of blood is your hematology. Next question. What is human anatomy? It is asking only about the anatomy, not the physiology. So anatomy is the structure, is the study of structure. Physiology is the study of functions. So if you are studying about the structure of the human body, then it is known as the human anatomy. Clear? Okay. Next question. What do you mean by physiology? The study of structure is your anatomy, and after studying the structure, you need to understand the function of that particular structure of the human body. That is known as the physiology. Clear? So the study of body parts and the function is your physiology. Next question. The condition of equilibrium in the body is known as, see the options, homeostasis. Heme word represents the stability of your blood. That is your homeostasis. Homeostasis. Homeo means same and the status means standing. So when your body, by using negative feedback mechanism or positive feedback mechanisms, it used to maintain a particular body temperature, the fixed body pH, that is your homeostasis. Next we have translation and transcription, that is related to your DNA, your genetic material. So what will be the correct answer? That is homeostasis. Clear? Okay. Next question. What is meant by arthroplasty? What is arthroplasty? You can understand from the word artho, that is your study of joints. Dr. Artho, that the product is for the pain of your joints. So from there you can remember artho is the study or the surgical process to restore the function of a joint. Anything related to your joint can be related to the word ortho. Clear? So the correct answer is option number D. Now the next question. During which phase enzymes and proteins are synthesized? During which phase enzymes and proteins are synthesized? So G2 phase is the phase where the enzymes and the proteins are synthesized. Clear? What will be the correct answer? That is your G2 phase. Clear? Just see here. The S phase represents the replication of DNA and the centrosomes. G2 phase is responsible for cell growth, enzyme and protein synthesis. Next we have prophase. Prophase is responsible for the nucleolus and nuclear envelope are disappeared and your centrosomes move to the opposite pole of the cell. Telophase, when again your chromosomes or your nuclear envelope reappears. This we have discussed in the earlier questions. Clear? Next question. Ribosomes are made up of ribosomes. The function of ribosomes is to produce the proteins. Clear? And the proteins are produced by your RNA, especially rRNA, that is ribosomal rRNA. And okay, the one answer we know is it contains RNA and it forms proteins. So what will be the correct answer? That is RNA and proteins. Clear? Okay. Next question. Which of the following cell organelles is called post office of the cell? What is the function of a post office? To perform or to make reach a particular parcel in a particular destination. So, ribosomes, or you can say the Golgi apparatus, is the organelles that is responsible for the modifying, sorting and packaging as well as the transport of the proteins or lipids. So, what will be the correct answer? Golgi apparatus. It is known as the post office of the cell. Clear? Okay, next question. Which of the following protects and supports the body and its organs? Okay, now the questions are from tissues. Epithelial tissues is the outer lining or the inner lining of a particular organ. Clear? Connective tissue. The function of epithelial tissue is to secrete. The main function is the secretion of mucus or different enzymes. Connective tissue, that means it connects your complete body. So, the bones, blood, these are known as the connective tissue. Muscular tissue, it is responsible for the movement because the muscles are responsible for the movement of your body. Nervous tissue, it is responsible for the transmission of the signals. Clear? So, control and coordination is done by nervous tissue. Movement is done by muscular tissue. Connective tissue protects or provides the support, like the white blood cells of your blood protects the body from infection. Your bone provides a structural support to your body. So, the function of connective tissue is the protection and support the organs or the particular bodies. Clear? Okay. Next question. The adipose tissue in newborn is called. There are two types of adipose tissue, brown adipose tissue or white adipose tissue. Brown adipose tissue is the tissue that is developed in a newborn or an infant and is responsible to maintain a temperature of a particular newborn. The function of white adipose tissue is to provide the cushion to your organs. It will protect your organs as well as it stores the energy in the form of fat. So, the adipose tissue which is present in a newborn is your brown adipose tissue. Clear? Okay. Next question. Striated voluntary muscles are. Okay. If you cannot remember, let me just inform you. From S you can understand the skeletal muscle. And voluntary means the things which you can perform according to your will, that is voluntary. But involuntary is the thing that is not under your control or you cannot perform according to your will. Like the beating of your heart is not under your control. Blinking of your eye is not under your control. Clear? So, the skeletal muscles, these skeletal muscles are under your control, because as you can see, I can move my hand according to my will. This is my skeletal muscles. This is voluntary. Smooth muscles are present in your hollow organs like stomach, intestine, etc. So, these are the, like your peristaltic movement is not under your control. So, this is also the involuntary muscle. Next, we have cardiac muscle. The beating of the heart, you cannot ever control your heartbeat. So, this is also an involuntary muscles. Clear? So, what is the voluntary muscles? That is only your skeletal muscles. The correct answer is your skeletal muscle. Next question. The movement of body parts and locomotion is the function of. Clear. Epithelial tissue is responsible for the secretion. Muscular tissue is responsible for the locomotion as well as the movement. Connective tissue provides the support or the protection. Nervous tissue provides the control and coordination. So, what will be the correct answer? That is muscular tissue. Clear? Next question. Which of the following is the example of simple epithelial tissues? Okay, there are two types of epithelial tissues. One is simple, second is compound. Simple epithelial tissues contains every epithelial tissues like squamous, cuboidal, but your compound epithelial tissue contains transitional epithelial, stratified epithelial, because transitional epithelium performs the different types of functions that are not the simple functions, like the expansion of your urinary bladder once it is filled with urine, but after the passing out of urine, your urinary bladder or the cell get back to the original position, that is the transitional. So these two are your compound epithelial tissue. Central nervous system, your central neural system is the type of your nervous tissue, not a type of epithelial tissue. Then next we have the columnar. This is the simple epithelial tissue. Clear? Okay. Next question. Which epithelium are single layer of flattened cells and located in the walls of capillaries? The question is, which type of epithelial tissues are present in the wall of capillaries? So that is simple squamous epithelial. What is simple squamous epithelial? It looks like the flat cells. This is the simple squamous epithelial. Clear? So these are present at the walls of capillaries. You can understand the capillaries are the thinnest part, thinnest thing in your body. Clear? So if we have the cuboidal epithelium, then cuboidal is like this, something like the cube structure. It takes more and more space, that will be thick. Columnar is more thicker. It is of a column shaped cells. So this will have the more thickness. Likewise pseudo-stratified. Stratified means in the steps form, like this. This is one layer and this second layer. This is stratified. So this will be the thickest one. So the simple squamous epithelial is present in the walls of capillaries. You need to connect yourself from your body and you will understand and you will get each and every answer. Clear? Okay. Next question. Stratified squamous epithelium are present in stratified squamous. Clear? So this is present in the mouth and is responsible for the protection from the outer surface from the abrasion. Clear? Okay. You need to remember or memorize these chart. Clear? Stratified cuboidal is present in sweat glands, salivary glands. Stratified columnar are present in male urethra, ducts of some glands. Transitional epithelial is present in bladder, urethra and uterus. You need to memorize these things. Okay. Next question. Which of the following is not a function of epithelial tissue? What is the function of epithelial? Conduction. Conduction, control and coordination is the function of your nervous tissue. Secretion, absorption and protection. These three are the function of your epithelial tissue, but this is the function of your nervous tissue. Clear? Okay, see. Protection from external stress, absorption from simple food substance like amino acid, glucose are directly absorbed from your inner lining of your particular organ. Secretion is secretion of mucus in mouth, secretion of mucus in your throat. Lubrication, that it is present in the covering of organs like pericardium of heart, which will produce a lubricant to make lubrication of your heart proper. Clear? Next question. Skeletal muscles are, okay, we already know skeletal muscles are the striated voluntary muscles because we can move our hand according to our will. So that is voluntary, and striated represent the skeletal muscles. So correct answer will be striated and voluntary. Clear? Next, nervous tissue is not found in nervous tissue. What is tendons? Ligament and tendons, there are two different things. Tendons connect from muscles to bones, that is tendons. Nerves itself is a type of nervous tissue. Spinal cord contains many peripheral nervous tissues or nerves which will spread all over your body. So spinal cord is a type of nervous tissue. Brain itself is responsible for control and coordination and contains the nerves. So that is also in your nervous tissue. So what is not a type of nervous tissue is your tendons. Clear? Okay. Next question and the last question. Main function of connective tissue is, the main function of connective tissue, the type of connective tissue are your blood, your bones. So blood used to protect your organs like WBC is responsible for fighting against the infection, and your bones provides a structural support to your body. The main function is the support and protection to your organs. Clear? So these were the 30 important MCQs can arise from this particular topic. Also, to attempt a free test, don't forget to join the free batch that is for Tamil Nadu Pharmacist students. The batch code is MRB25. So stay tuned for the next video of next subject. Till then, all the very best for your preparations.